Good morning, what's shaking, what's happening? Welcome back to Tasty Bites Timeless Travels. Today is day 117 of our Holland America cruise around the world, and we have found ourselves in day 2 of 60 days. Come join us. Let me tell you, these waves today, no joke. No joke last night, no joke yesterday, and this is pretty rocky and awful today. To put this into perspective, my balcony door is locked, but the wind is so bad, I can't even open it. Like, check it out. Yeah, that's what's happening. So, puts a damper in the day for C, because, you know, she loves her pool time. Don't know what it's going to be for me. Hey, let me straighten the camera out for you. There we go. So, today, what are we going to do today? I don't know. There's that Night of Hollywood dance party. I skipped coffee with Kimberly. It's with, like, the concierge staff, and, I don't know any of them. At some point, I was like, I'm just going to sit there to sit, so I didn't want to do that. So, I went and hung out in the adult arcade. Was just going to blow $10, but then I had a machine that I thought was calling my name, but guess what? It wasn't. We have extra pillows, and we store them on the couch over here. So I just, you know, I don't mind 60 days, especially after all these port days, but weather like this, like I was pretty awful all day yesterday, and today's not much better. And like I said, this captain hasn't given an end time to it yet. It got so bad last night with the pitching and rolling and galloping that at one point I thought C was going to fall out of the bed because it was just so much force. Pretty bad, but we did get some mail today. So as part of a Grand Voyage, you are supposed to get a bridge tour, a laundry tour, a kitchen tour, and an engine room tour. Now, I will say guest services did a terrible job of communicating this to anyone that was on the full war cruise, that you were not going to get your tours until the end. We got the bridge tour early, but I think it's just because that person in guest services liked us and threw us on a list that had some availability. Because we got re-invited to a bridge tour last week, which we thought was strange. Despite Kimberly saying in coffee with Kimberly, if you want your tour early, just go to guest services and ask. C has been very unsuccessful in that. In fact, they've been quite rude to her about it, well, you're here till the end. So, and they would stop short of saying that she's not a priority, but they didn't have very good talking points. They didn't have very good communication about it, and it got very, very frustrating. So now all of a sudden, all the tours are happening right now. So we have a 2 o'clock engine room tour today. Plus, we have that bronze thing. I don't know what it is. The picture with the captain and Hank, it's 7:15 to 7:30. We thought it was a reception thing, but it's not. Apparently, it's just a photo thing, which is silly. And then the other thing that frustrates me about that medal thing is it's for 100 days sailed with Holland. We should have gotten that almost 100 days ago, believe it or not. We came on board, not 100 days ago, but 60 days ago. 70, 80 days ago. We came on board with 56 days sailed with Holland. So I'm surprised that this is coming at the end too, unless this was another, you'll get prioritized at the end sort of deal. So I'm having a disillusioned day with Holland, apparently, and I apologize because I don't know how this is coming across on the camera, but an engine room tour should be cool. The chief engineer, I don't know if he's the one that's going to do it, but he has loads more personality than the guy that just got off, so who knows, but I don't know, I'm getting a little frustrated with the bobbing and weaving, too. It's a lot. It's not the worst we've been in, it's just how long we've been in it, which apparently is very common on a transatlantic. Today, they did close the Lido pool. The nets were still up when we came by. They don't want anyone swimming in it, as opposed to yesterday when the Lido pool was open. But the jacuzzis have also been drained, which I thought was very strange. But, hey, that's what they did. So, I don't know what we're going to do other than the engine room tour. There is a party tonight. It's the Night at Hollywood party. It's in the Rolling Stones, so that should go like any orange party maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I'm starting to get a little disillusioned. I think I'm starting to get a little homesick because home is just over a week away. Today is a Thursday. We are home, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. And I got some things happening with the family back home that I kind of can't wait to get home and help deal with because, at least it happened at the end of the cruise, but nothing absolutely terrible, but just things that I would rather be there for. So, Yeah, but that's the day. But we should have a nice lunch. We should have a nice dinner. You know, had the photo, the engine room tour. I'm staying away from the lectures because, like I said, when it's weather like this, I tend to get sick in the world stage, and I'm not going to risk it to learn about hurricane, typhoon, and cyclone season. I grew up in South Carolina and I live in Florida. I know a lot about hurricanes and then typhoons and cyclones. They're just called something different. The other weird thing that's going on today is Georgia, from the Repertory Company, she gets to redo her headline show that she did for us like a month ago, I think. A month and a half? I don't even remember. I remember liking that show, but I don't think I like it enough to go back at 3 o'clock today. But, you know, good for her. But they have a different vocalist on tonight as a headline show. We'll see how the bobbing and weaving goes, if I can handle that. Now, I did go to the headline show when we were in the midst of that cyclone thing back on St. Patrick's Day. I remember that because it was a violinist. So maybe it's better if I'm entertained a whole lot more. I don't know. But that's what we have on tap today. So I've already been in the adult arcade. It already took my money. So let's see what we get into. Current situation. Still cannot go out on the balcony due to the weather. Still, the door does not want to let us out. So, I'm just going to have this glowing light in the background. I kind of look like an angel, right? Ooh, that's a big, big pitch. Let me back up a little. There we go. So, let's talk about today. Not a whole lot in the morning, because I didn't do anything in the morning. I went to the casino and lost my money. See, and I went back. We didn't lose as much money. We gained some back, but not all of it. And then we had lunch. Lunch was good. I could not figure out what I wanted for lunch, and so I ended up eating a little bit of everything. It was very good. But then the big thing today was the engine room tour. Now, the guy that took us around, I didn't quite catch his name. He's very young, but it was super interesting. He took us to the garbage disposal, the wastewater treatment, the freshwater plant, and to see the engines and the turbines. Now, I'm not a very mechanical person. I don't know what any of that is, but as far as the tour, there was only, let me see, 6 people. So very small, so very, very easy to like learn things and this, that, and the other. The guy was super knowledgeable. He's super nice. Now, those tours, I don't know why we didn't realize it, but it's a lot of stairs, and they're a lot of narrow stairs. They're not, they're ship stairs. They're not regular staircases that you would see. So very tight. There was one that we had to go down backwards. But really, really neat. We learned that the ship makes 60 tons of fresh water in 1 hour. Interesting, and then I don't know why it didn't occur to me, but there's some poor soul that has to sift through all the trash to make sure it's all getting disposed correctly. Like, it gets sorted in the different phases, but there's like a final sort down there just to ensure that everything is correct. And then they dispose of some of it by burning it. They dispose of some of it by squeezing all the water out of it and get rid of the wastewater. And they get rid of some of it by just kind of like compressing it and holding it and offloading it at certain ports. So, Could not tell you a whole lot else of what I looked at. Took us through the Blackwater. Now, the Blackwater area smells awful because it's Blackwater. Trash area didn't smell so great either. And then he took us to where they purify the water. So, super interesting. I'm not very mechanical, so I can't really go into it more than that, but still a very nice time. Now, tonight, it's time for dinner, and it's a dressy night, so we're dressed up slightly fancy, and we also get the medallion thing tonight, but it's just a photo op. We kind of thought it was a little ceremony thing, but nope, it's just a photo op with the captain and Hank, which they'll take a photo with us anytime we want, so, but who knows? It could be something a little bit more fancy. And then I don't know if we're going to do the nighttime stuff now, because even talking with other passengers, they all kind of had the same feeling. It sounds like another party in Rolling Stone. What's the difference than any other night in Rolling Stone? Now, there is a headline singer tonight. We might go and see him. And I don't know. But we have 2 tours tomorrow. And if the tour today taught us anything, it's that these tours are physically demanding when you go into these bowels area, the bowels of Zuiderdam. We were 2 decks below the A deck, so so we went all the way down to C deck. So I don't know where laundry is. We didn't see it, but I'm sure it's down. And then the galley will also be a little bit physically demanding, so we might call it an early night, but I don't know. Stay tuned to find out, but we'll see you at dinner. Appetizers have arrived, and C got the eggplant tabbouleh, which apparently has peaches. Found that kind of weird, but hey, wasn't in Rome. For me, I got the baked potato soup. Who doesn't love a good baked potato soup? All right, we felt like a double app night. C asked just for a nice little mixed green salad, so they brought her a plate of lettuce and cucumbers, and there's a vinaigrette on there. It actually looks really good and refreshing. For me, I got this mozzarella tomato salad. They had this at the seafood thing the other day, and it was really good, so I went for it again. All right, entrees have arrived, and C got the tofu corn fritters. They look okay. And look, she's got some big long green beans. Those are some long green beans. Now me, I got the spaghetti bolognese. Gosh, I do love a good spaghetti bolognese. Let's dig in. All right, dessert has arrived, and C has a true life smiley happy fruit plate. Look, there's eyes and a nose and a big old smile because they brought her a side of berries with her fruit. Some big blueberries. Now for me, I got the turtle pie. I think I win pretty dish, even though she's got a face fruit plate thing. Check it out. We just got back to the room after dinner, and it's our farewell gift. A duffel bag. Let me straighten this out for you. Oopsies. A duffel bag and travel kit. C, do you want to do the honors like you did for the tent-size poncho?
Certainly.
All right, hold on. All right, so C is going to start with the pocket, and in the pocket we have the travel kit. Journey home and comfort. Oh, okay. So Holland America socks. Huh. That's neat. And a sleep mask. Huh. Oh, there's something else in there. It's like a little plastic thing.
I think they're earplugs, and they are.
They're earplugs. Holland America earplugs.
Well, let's...
All right, and then this, that's the shoulder strap for the bag.
Okay. Bear with me, folks.
All right, so the zippers are kind of confusing. However, oh, look, it's got the emblem on the front. Oh, that's really nice. And a nice little front pocket. Oh, this is a really nice little bag. It's so funny. We have a friend on this cruise that has been wondering if we're going to get a duffel bag at the end, because otherwise he has to go buy a suitcase in San Juan. Oh, he does not have to buy a suitcase in San Juan. He'll really like that. And with that, we're going to call it a night. It's kind of an early night. Dinner was good. I love spaghetti, so what's not to love? The photo thing was interesting. It's literally just a photo with Hank, the captain, and Kimberly. It's not even a complimentary photo. You have to pay for it. So that's kind of weird. And then the Night in Hollywood event, I don't know what it is. We walked by it. It looks like, they put out a red carpet, and it looks like they're going to have drink specials, and it's those decorations, and it literally just looks like another party, just like everything else that they've done. So, not feeling it, because tomorrow is a very busy day. We have our laundry, we have our galley, there's an ice cream social, there's an ukulele concert, and I want to say tomorrow's a decent headline show too. It's a violinist, rock symphony violinist. So, gives me vibes of the Lindsey Sterling. So, that could be kind of neat. Now, something that is super frustrating is all these tours we've been due. Like, anyone who's on a Grand Voyage got it. So, anyone that was on that first leg, they had them all already. Obviously, because they're not here anymore. So, for anyone that was on the full voyage, we had to wait till this week to get our tours. And all of a sudden, now anybody can get a galley tour tomorrow. And it's just kind of frustrating, because it's like, there's a cooking demo tomorrow at 10, and I wish there would have been a little bit more flexibility in how they did our tours, because we're missing things. Like, I'm missing coffee chat. It's a big coffee chat tomorrow. We're missing for the laundry tour. We're going to miss the cooking. We're going to miss the cooking demo due to the galley tour. And they had all this time to do the stuff. And then, of course, it shows up on a day where there are other things that we want to do. But such is the way of life, I guess. But big day on tap tomorrow, so therefore calling it an early night tonight. So just make sure you hit that. Oh, and then the seas are not as bad. So hopefully tomorrow we're not going to be rocking and rolling as much, because he's had the pools and deck 3 and deck 10 closed all day. So hopefully stuff will start to reopen tomorrow. I will be unafraid to go up to the crow's nest tomorrow. And tomorrow's just going to be a busy day. So we're going to call it a night here. So just hit that notification button, like, subscribe, and all that fun social stuff to keep following us along as we continue our adventures here on the World Cruise Grand Voyage MS Saturday. Have a great night. Bye.